Hello, everyone. All right, so as promised, I wanted to make a recording specifically for how to input the Simplifying Radicals program into your TI84. The one that I did in class ended up having some sort of weird mistake in it that I really just couldn't find. So I decided just to make one from scratch and using a slightly different program code, only slightly different, and it's actually a bit easier and less work to input than the first one we did in class today. Than the one we did in class. So I want to first snip and show you guys what this code looks like. That way, if you want to pause the video and take a snip of it yourself and try to just input it yourself, that works. Here it is. Let me zoom in on it a little bit. All right, so this is exactly what the code is going to look like in the calculator. Very similar to the code that we did do in class, more simplified to be honest, and I like that about it. And I double checked and made sure that it worked in my calculator before making this recording so that I'm not wasting my time again, or yours, for this stuff. All right, so we're going to start from scratch with this guy. I'm going to create a whole new program. I'm actually going to delete my current Simplify Rads one. I actually don't know how to delete a program in this calculator. I'm sure it's not that hard, but I didn't take some time to figure that out. Okay. Go all the way back up to the top, which I think I am now. Press it like 30 times. Let's clear this. All right, so starting from scratch, if you're creating a program all brand new and whatnot, you want to go to Program, the PRGM, go to New, select Create New, and name it. Naming it should be quite easy. You can just type in the word simprads. I was trying to be cool with my naming. And there it will start up a fresh page where you can start inputting your code. So starting with our first line of code is LBL3. So LBL, if we hit Program, and I think it's option number 9 is LBL. There he is. We're going to select LBL and type in the number 3 and hit enter. And that is our very first line of code. Following that, our second line of code is going to be clear home. We're actually going to use clear home instead of typing out the word clear. So go to Program, go under IO, and if you're going to go down until you see clear home, CLR home, which is option number 8 here, CRL home. We're going to select him, and he's our second line of code. So far, super basic. The third line of code is going to say display square root x. So I want to go back to Program, select display or DISP. That's under IO. That's option number 3. We're going to start by opening quotes. And if you recall, open quotes is alpha plus sign. That'll make the little open quote. We're going to type in square root, so second x squared, alpha x, close our parentheses, and close out the quotes as well, alpha quote, alpha plus. And that is our third line of code. So for the most part, the majority of these lines of code are actually going to be really, really short and quite simple. So I'm pretty excited that I found this better, cleaner version of this program. All right, line number 4, it's going to say input. So we're going to go back to Program, click over to IO. Input is the very first option. We're going to open up some quotes. So alpha plus. We're going to type in X. Now we need equals. Now to find equals, you have to hit second math. It's the test option you're trying to select. So second math, equals is the first one, so select that one. Then you can close your quotes, then comma, which is right above the number 7, X again. Alpha stow is our X. That is our 4th line of code. All right, our 5th line of code is going to say, it's going to start with I part. So in order to find I part, you're going to simply hit math, go over to the NUM tab, the number tab, and I part is option number 3. Select him. Then you're going to put square root, second x squared, x, close your parentheses, plus 1, close your parentheses, stow or store, and then the letter A. Enter. So that's our next line of code. All right, next up is LBL1. So very similar to the first line of code, you're going to go back to program, select option number 9, LBL, and then type in 1 and hit enter. All right, next line of code is going to start with the word if. So go back to program. If is the first one, so hit enter. Next, we need to put F part. So you're going to go back to math, back over to number, and F part is option number 4 this time. And then you're going to type in X, alpha stow, divided by alpha math, so the letter A, squared, close your parentheses, you need the equal sign again, so second math, choose your equal sign, and then the number 0, and you can hit enter. All right, our next line of code is just going to be the word then. So go to program, select the word then, option number 2. You're done with that line of code. All right, the next line of code is going to say go to 2. So go back to program. I think go to is further down this first option. Yeah, there he is. Option 0, go to 2. Enter. Then the word else. So program, else is the third word. And that's all that goes on that line. Our next line of code will start with an open parentheses, the letter A, so alpha math, minus 1, close your parentheses, the stow button again, and the letter A again. All right, our next line is go to 1 this time. So program, go all the way down to go to again, which is option 0. Then the number 1 is going to follow. That's it for that line of code. All right, our next line is going to be LBL2. So program, go to option number 9 again. That's LBL, the number 2, and hit enter. All right, and then our next line of code is another clear home line. So program, go over to IO, and go down to the clear home option. That's option number 8. So just clear home goes on that line. We're almost done here. There's only 4 lines of code left. So the next 3 lines of code will all start with display. So go to program, go to the right to IO, and select display. Going to open up some quotes. All right, this is the last long line of code. So you're going to type the word answer, ANSWER, then a space, which is alpha 0, the letter X with the square root, and in the parentheses, the letter N, and close your parentheses and close out your quote. That's our longest line of code. All right, next line is going to start with display again. So program IO display. You're going to open up some quotes again. This one's going to start with X, then the equals bar. So remember, second math is where the equals is. Close your quotes, comma, and then the letter A. And then finally, our third display line of code, program IO display. Open up quotes one last time. Then you're going to type the letter N equals second math. So enter for equals. Close your quotes, alpha plus, comma, and then X divided by A squared. X divided by A squared. And then our last line of code is going to say stop. So program, if you just click up, it'll automatically send you to the bottom of the menu, and stop is option F. So it's under that CTL menu. And enter. So this ends up being our very last line of code. Once again, I pulled it straight from this, the image I showed you earlier, where if you wanted to try it on your own, typing and finding everything, there it is. So now we're going to test this bad boy out. So I'm going to go second mode, clear all my keys. I'm going to go to program. I want to execute my simplify radical program. So click down to number 2 and select it. It's going to ask you to run it. You say yes. And here it's going to say, all right, what number are you taking the square root of? So let's say something like 12 and hit enter. And here it tells you your answer is going to be x square root n. So they're telling you the x here is 2, the n is 3. So your answer is 2 square root 3. It won't like give it to you like formally in this kind of format, but they can at least tell you like what the first number is and what the number under the radical is. So 2 square root 3. And bam, done. Done and done. Now, I don't think this problem can do imaginaries, but let's test it out. I'm going to go back to program. I'm going to select it. Imaginaries are negative square roots. Let's see if it does it. Yeah, it doesn't. Sad day. So unfortunately, it won't do negatives. But all you have to do at negatives is throw in the letter I into your answer. That really is the only difference. So that's okay if it doesn't do negatives. Look at all these old answers I have. There we go. All right, y'all. So that was the Simplifying Radicals program. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this. I'm glad I kept it under 20 minutes at least, which is nice. But yeah, reach out if y'all have any questions. If something's not working, feel free to shoot me like a picture of your calculator program so I can double check it for you or anything like that. I will be definitely happy to help. All right, y'all take it easy and have a good one. Thanks for watching.